Have you ever felt trapped in a job? Working hard every day, but never really moving forward? Like you were made for something bigger, but fear held you back. This is the story of Ryan, a man who realized Ryan had what most people would call a good job. A stable income, a small apartment, a routine. Every morning he'd wake up at 7, rush through breakfast, and take the same crowded bus to the same gray office building. He was good at his work, disciplined, reliable, even respected. But every night, when he'd sit alone at his desk, a quiet thought would echo in his mind. Is this really it? Is this what I'll be doing for the rest of my life? He had ideas, dreams, of starting his own business. Maybe a small design studio or an online brand. But the thought of leaving his job felt impossible, too risky, too uncertain. So he did what most people do. He waited for the right time, waited for more savings, waited for confidence to appear out of nowhere. But as months passed, nothing changed, except his frustration. One evening, while working late, Ryan's manager came over. He looked at Ryan's screen and said, "You're one of the best here, Ryan. But remember, no one is irreplaceable." Those words hit him hard. That night, as Ryan walked home, he realized something. He had spent 5 years giving his best to a company that could replace him in a day. The next morning, instead of heading straight to work, he stopped by a nearby cafe and opened his old notebook, a notebook full of business ideas he had written years ago. He stared at those pages for a long time and whispered, "I'm done waiting." That was the moment everything changed. Ryan didn't quit his job right away. He started small. He'd work 9 to 6 at the office, then come home and spend 3 more hours building his dream. At first, it was exhausting. Some nights he fell asleep on his keyboard. Some days he doubted himself completely. He tried creating digital designs and selling them online. He failed, again and again. No customers, no feedback, no results. His friends laughed. "Man, you're wasting your evenings. Just relax. You've got a job." But Ryan kept going. Because for the first time, he wasn't working for someone else. He was working on himself. He learned. He made mistakes. He adjusted his approach. Instead of trying to sell everything, he focused on solving one problem for one type of customer. That focus changed everything. After 6 months of long nights and small wins, Ryan's side business began to grow. Not huge, but enough to get noticed. He started earning half of his monthly salary from his own work, and that scared him more than it excited him, because now he had to choose, stay safe or take the leap. One Friday evening, his boss called him in. "Ryan, there's a promotion opening up next month," he said. "You're our top choice." Ryan sat there, heart pounding. The job he once dreamed of was right in front of him. But deep down, he knew this wasn't his dream anymore. That night, he couldn't sleep. He walked to the balcony, looking out at the city lights, and remembered something his father once told him. Security is an illusion. The only thing that's truly safe is growth. The next morning, Ryan walked into the office, handed in his resignation letter, and said quietly, "It's time I build something of my own." The first few months were rough. No salary, no stability. Every day felt like a test. But slowly, his business found its rhythm. He connected with clients who believed in his work. He built a small team of creative people like him. And for the first time in his life, his effort didn't just fill someone else's dream, it built his own. A year later, Ryan's company hit its first major milestone, earning more in 1 month than his old job paid in 3. He smiled, remembering those long nights, the doubts, the failures, the fear. They were all worth it, Because every step taught him something that no job ever could. You can't build your dream on someone else's foundation. Today, Ryan often meets young people stuck where he once was. They ask, "How did you know it would work out?" He laughs softly and says, "I didn't. I just started before I felt ready." Because truth is, no one ever feels ready. There's no perfect time, no clear signal, only a choice. Stay where you are or grow into who you could be. So if you're listening to this and you've been waiting for that right moment to start your dream, this is it. Don't wait for confidence. Build it. Don't chase security. Create it. And remember, your job may pay the bills, but your purpose will feed your soul. Because at the end of the day, you weren't born to just survive the week. You were born to build something that gives your life meaning.